Okay, so today I'll be teaching you how you can make your very own website using HTML. So today, the one thing we're going to be doing is just setting up the environment, and we're going to be doing programming either tomorrow or maybe in a different episode. So before I continue, I want to explain two things before we make a website. The first thing is that a lot of people think making a website is hard. No, websites are, well, fairly easy to make and fairly easy to set up. All you need to do is just calm down and just follow the video, really, because I've experienced that before. I actually had difficulties making a website, but when I started learning a bit of HTML, I finally started making some websites, and I self-taught myself with websites. Second thing is that you want to choose your own IDE. You may ask what an IDE is. Well, an IDE is an integrated development environment, or in brief summary, a text editor or a code editor. So there's tons of code editors out there. There's Sublime Text, there's Visual Studio Code, and Sublime Text, I'm going to show you that right now. Sublime Text costs money, and to be honest, I don't really use it. In my opinion, it looks a bit crap. Like, it's the same thing as Visual Studio Code, except the user interface looks a bit different, and the way it just functions is different, unlike Visual Studio Code. Unfortunately, it runs on Electron, but that's fine. But whereas Sublime Text, I think it may run on. I don't think it runs on Electron. Yeah, so it does cost money. So you can, if you want to waste your money, then do buy Sublime Text. But if you want to save some money, then choose Visual Studio Code. Now, let's actually look at some code samples of HTML. So if you go to Google's website, let's click Control U, you can click View Page Source. You'll see that a lot of Google's code looks a bit messy. Let's show it. Yeah. So pretty much all of Google's code is JavaScript by the looks of it, and just links. So it's a search engine, obviously, so there is going to be a lot of JavaScript and a lot of licenses and just scripts and stuff that load in the background that allow you to obviously view the website. So, and let's go onto this website here and let's compare the code. Alright, so you'll see, like I said before, Google's code is really messy, a lot of JavaScript. Here we've got just some HTML. We've got some links that I'm pretty sure just well, get Google kind of like APIs. This is just obviously this scales the website to the device's obviously height and resolution. Then we've got description, stuff like that. I mean, we've got some CSS going on here, and yeah, we've got, this is actually way more cleaner, unlike Google's. We've got just random garbage, just JavaScript. Here it's more clean, it's more organized. We've got a little bit of JavaScript, we've got some links, we've got scripts, we've got headers, we've got divs and iframes, and basically the whole point is that you need to keep your code clean, because whenever you look back at your code, you want to make sure that obviously you just look clean, and it will make your code much more easier to read. Unlike Google's, obviously I think it just compiles, so that's why the code is just messy. And you can see you've got just code. Obviously I don't think Google obviously wrote this, but I think something wrote it, I guess. So let's close out of these websites. So like I said, we want to choose our integrated development environment. So I'm going to go for Visual Studio Code. So if you want, you can also choose Visual Studio. So go to the website, I'll leave it in the description below, and you want to click download, and you want to choose the platform you're on. Now if you're using a Mac or any type of Mac, just choose the download for Mac. If you're using a Debian Linux distribution, then choose the .deb installer. If you want to make your life easier, then just go get code off the Snap Store. And if you're using well, Red Hat, Fedora, SUSE, then just choose .rpm. I'm using Windows, so just select the Windows download. Now if you're using Windows 7 or versions below, I'm pretty sure older versions of Visual Studio Code work for you. But if you want to get the latest version of Visual Studio Code, which I recommend, then consider upgrading to at least Windows 10. So once you've installed it, obviously you want to open up Visual Studio Code. Okay, so once you're in Visual Studio Code, you will be greeted with this page. Obviously you won't have the extensions tab open, but you do want to obviously open up the extensions tab here, and you want to choose, well, you want to install the the extension live server. So just look up live server in the text box, and you'll see that there is a extension called live server. Now you may ask what live server is. Live server is obviously a Visual Studio extension that allows you, instead of having to go to your file explorer, then selecting the directory of your website, then having to open up the index.html file, what this will allow us to do is, instead of having to go through that whole process of opening the file, we can right click and click open live server, and it'll turn our computer into a server, and whenever we make a change to the website's code or refresh the website, and obviously we'll see our changes to the website. So you want to download this, and you'll see that obviously it says disable and uninstall, but for you it will stay installed. So click the install button, and then it should install the extension. So let's close out of this. We want to now create our environment where we're going to be working in. So you want to click File, and you want to click Open Folder, and you want to go to your desktop, or just go to wherever you want to make your website, basically. Any directory on your computer. I recommend putting on your desktop just to make your life easier. I want to right click, and you want to create a new folder. And so we're going to be putting all our website's code and all our images, and then hopefully I'll try and get our website hosted, and you can also learn how to host your website as well. So let's put it as my website. Let's just name the website to my website. I think I'll just put, I'll add an S because I think I have another folder called my website. Select folder. You can name the folder however you want, by the way. Just name it to what you want to name your website. Instead of creating a blog, for example, you could put your name's blog. If you're putting, let's see, show like this. If you're making like a YouTube site, then just put welcome to my channel's website. Basically, basic stuff like that. So congratulations, now you're in your environment. So I'm not going to do any code, like I said, but let's just try and set up some stuff and just write our first lines of code at least. Like I said, I'm not going to be writing any code. Let's just write just a bit of code, so I can just show you guys a sample of HTML that we're going to be writing. So we're going to create two folders. The first folder is going to be called images, and we'll create another folder. No, not inside it. We'll create another folder and name that sites. So you may have guessed, images is where we're putting all our websites images, and then sites, this is where we're putting all our websites alternative sites. So for example, aboutus.html, we can put that in the sites folder. Why choose this company, for example? Obviously I'm not making a company website, this is an example website, but why choose us, for example, if you're making a company, you can put that in the sites. But for now, let's not worry about that. Let's just create a file. And since we're writing HTML code, you always want to put your file's name as index, which is going to be the home page, and you want to make sure you write .html. You may ask why .html, why not .exe or .pdf? Well, .html is the file format for websites. This is what we use to code in HTML. And you'll see that Visual Studio automatically detects it. Whereas if we're writing, for example, let's put hello.c, you'll see that Visual Studio indicates that this is HTML, this is the C programming language. So hashtag pragma, whereas if we put hashtag pragma in HTML, you'll see that it won't turn purple. Unlike in C, it'll turn purple because it indicates that it's obviously pragma. So let's write first lines of basic code installed, just in case I make some C program in the future. Just install that in the background. Don't do that. It's just something. Something I just wanted to do. Whenever I write some C code in the future, don't do this. By the way, don't create a C file. Don't install the extension. So inside that index.html file, we want to put. You always want to start off your website with bracket exclamation mark doc type, and or Visual Studio Code will put doc type HTML for you automatically. Now, I'm not entirely sure what doc type HTML does, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I think it just starts off the website with HTML, I guess. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what doc type HTML does, but it's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Now, we want to write the HTML tag. This is when we're putting all like HTML code, and we'll turn this into kind of like a paragraph looking thing. So I'll do that one more time just in case you didn't see. But you just want to type HTML. Oops. Let's do that again just in case the IntelliSense thing didn't see. Yeah, you'll see it's like HTML. Just click enter, and then click enter again, and you want to make sure that it's inside the bracket there. And now we want to create some tags. We're not going to put anything inside the tags, but for the head tag we are just going to put one line of code. So let's put title. Now, don't make title a paragraph. Don't do that. So inside title, what title will allow us to do is it will set the window title to, for example, welcome. If you click open and then open with live server. So right click and open with live server. Open up our web browser and allow us to view the website. You'll see now that we're in Visual Studio Code. Let's set the title to, for example, for health reason, put hello world, and just save that. And you'll see that our website's title has been set to welcome. Now, if we go back to Visual Studio, and now that we're in our web browser, you'll see that our title has been set to hello world. So that's pretty cool. We can set the web browser title. We can also create paragraphs, titles, so much more. But you should subscribe, because if you subscribe, you can learn something new. You may learn some HTML, some CSS, and maybe in the future I might create a JavaScript tutorial. You never know. But trying to that's the end of this tutorial. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Now, if there is anything that you don't understand, then do leave any like code or pieces that you didn't understand in the comment, and we'll comment back and I'll explain what that does, and I'll just help you out if you need any help. So if anything goes wrong in the code, then just tell me and I'll help you out with the code. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.